South Africa, welcome to the Bachelor South Africa, very special Pyjama Afterparty. We're going to chat to some of the ladies from the mansion. Speaking of which, here's Rikki. Hey, Rikki.
Hey.
Hey, Gillian.
Hello.
And Pasha. Hi.
Hi.
Well, life has changed since we finished shooting The Bachelor, yeah? Rikki, how you been keeping?
Good. Busy. Just carrying on with life as before.
Well, are you really? Because it's lockdown. What have you been doing since lockdown?
I'm actually quite enjoying lockdown, besides obviously all the stresses that come with it. I'm enjoying having my own time, and I know this sounds really bad, but not seeing people. And
Gillian, how you been keeping?
I've been working from home throughout lockdown, but which I'm very blessed because I know there are a lot of people who have felt the pinch. So I'm very blessed to still be working.
And Pasha, what's been keeping you busy?
It's actually been pretty tough for me, I'm not going to lie. Yes, I do love being alone and being at peace in my space with my cats. Yes, love it. But I lost basically 3 of my jobs. So I've had to do online Pilates teaching now, which it's going. But I'm praying that we get back to some form of normal because my other jobs are on level 1 and I'm not going to be able to afford my rent if I continue the way we are continuing.
Yeah, it's hectic for a lot of people in the industry at the moment. But yeah, like you said, it's praying so it's over soon. Something that I can't believe seems to have been over so soon is, of course, The Bachelor season 2. I mean, it was really just the other day that we had started filming at the mansion, and here we are having a chat to you in our pajamas. Now, this is going to be the very first time that you would have all seen Marc since we finished shooting. On that note, I think it's time for us to bring our Bachelor in. Marc, please, will you join us? You well?
Yes, how are you? How's lockdown?
Not so much. Well, this is what lockdown brought us to, having this virtual call. Are you in your pajamas as well?
Yes, this is, grey's officially always the pajama color, I thought. So these are mine. You don't really want to see me in my pajamas. There's no such thing.
Well, I have no doubt that it involves not having many clothes on because that's your thing. Anywho, let's just move straight into it. Gillian, for you, what was it like watching the show now and watching all those emotions coming back? Are you feeling them again?
It was interesting, to be honest. I feel like the last episode was really a slap in the face. Super disappointed actually, but yeah, it's sad to see I was so honest and that I was very communicative. And then when you look at some of the episodes, it seemed like I was hiding things, and I was disappointed because I'm an honest person. And I'm still trying to figure out when I told you I'm not on social media. And I'm still trying to figure out why you didn't ask, because I feel like I was very honest throughout the show.
We did have a conversation a while back about social media. You said it yourself without me asking. You said, I'm not into social media at all. I don't do that at all. So then when your friends mentioned to me that you're very into it and that that's your life and that's what they're always filming for you, I started to think, well, that sounded like a bit of a lie to me because you brought it up. I never asked you about social media. And you're saying that happened all the way through, that I should have asked you this a long time ago. But the very night that your friends told me that is a large part of your life was the same night that sent you home, and it was the same night that I discovered that. So I didn't have that question pooling in my head.
To be kind of sent home because of social media, I feel like maybe there was something deeper.
You weren't sent home because of social media, not at all.
It sure came forth like that, I'm not gonna lie.
No one on the show ever mentioned how big a part of their life was, except for your friends. So it was a bit of a big eye opener for me, and I did feel like I was lied to.
Well, Marc, Gillian, let's move on. Pasha, it was very clear from the start that there was chemistry between you and Marc. What changed?
Personally, I think what changed is I started to let all the things that were going on in the house and with the ladies and all that drama, I think I started to let that affect me.
Is there anything that you want to find out from Marc at all?
Hi, Marc. I just want to find out if you actually did believe everything that all the girls were saying to you about me, because didn't get a reason why I was actually sent home.
First, I want to thank you for. I feel like you left so gracefully, and just I've obviously learned more about you after the show, and I think that I believe even more so now that you're an amazing woman, and it wasn't. Obviously, you take what you get. I don't hear what's going on inside the house from anyone else other than the woman. And then I did feel like you were getting upset with me over things that I couldn't control. That I can't decide immediately. This is the moment that this is the person for me, and I need to be fair to everyone. So that's why there were many times that I thought you are the one. I couldn't control that. I couldn't say. Okay, now let me just spend time with you and forsake everyone else, because everyone's on the same journey essentially, and that's what's been a difficult situation for me throughout this whole show, is that I need to be fair to everyone and try my best to. There's limited time, but try my best to spend as much time with everyone. But there's 22 women in the beginning, and it's just me, so. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to answer.
That's all good. That's all good. Thanks.
Rikki, we know that you weren't one ready to back down, especially in those talks with Marc, and the two of you were talking. What I want to find out though is, do you have anything now that you would like to speak to Marc about?
You know, the thing is, when I left the show is, I did have questions. I did kind of, I wasn't quite sure. I didn't understand why we kept getting told, like, I'm spending time with the girls that I'm not sure about. And I, it was fun and it was fun. And then until all the other girls started pointing out, how come you're not on a date? I think that it's clear that, different things were told to different girls. And so I don't know if I were to ask that question, if I'd actually get a real answer.
I think what we need to understand is, with The Bachelor will go on dates generally with people who he's not too sure about and wanting to get to know them better. Whereas with you, I think he knew that he already knew what you were like to a large degree, so he didn't feel the need to maybe take you on all the one-on-one dates.
I just wanted to sit down and have a real conversation and let it go deep and find out real things and who he really is as a person. And it wasn't enough anymore to sit there and go, okay, well, he likes me, I'm sure he'll pick me in the end.
Marc, do you agree with what I said though, with regards to who you're going to be taking on those dates? I'm glad you brought it up, because it's exactly, there is such little time before a rose ceremony, and what I need to do is, and that's just how it is. I need to figure out who's not right for me before I figure out that this is definitely the person. And then rather work through that before I end up with, and it's just the nature of how this works, with a handful of women, and then I really spend the time to, as much as I can, because then I have more time.
So let me ask you straight out. Are you saying that you did not give me time because you were sure of me?
Because later on, I would have hoped to have had more one-on-one time. Yeah.
Do you have any regrets at all?
I'm very happy with how things have turned out. I'm in love. I've got a person that feels the same way. So I think it worked out very well. If anything, I mean, hearing all of this now, should I have said all of that and potentially hurt feelings when there's what can I change at that point and say? Because in Rikki's situation, I feel that there was pressure to say you are the one. Now that's how I feel.
Gillian, is there any closure that you need, that you'd like to get from Marc?
To be honest, I'm so content, but I was just honest, and I'm sorry if you do think I was in for the wrong reasons. That was not it, and I don't feel like that, because that's how it actually also came across to me, that I entered it because of my social media, and that social media is such a big part of my life. But I've worked my butt off to get where I am. I don't come from money, so to see that too, it really was like, wow, like you're not even going to ask me about it, you're just going to assume. And yeah, like it was like a bit of a slap in the face, but life goes on. I mean, like, if that is the reason I got sent home, then it's the reason.
It is the most difficult situation, especially when one of the ladies, when there's a home visit, I have to send someone home, and it's always going to seem like it has something to do with the family. It has nothing to do with the family. There are a few rose ceremonies that are difficult, and that was for sure one of the most difficult.
All right.
I'm going to hurt 21 people
Thanks,
if they
Marc.
have feelings for me.
Pasha, what do you walk away with from this experience?
From this experience, I guess I walked away with, I just learned a lot more about myself. I definitely did. I learned to be a lot more grateful for my life and for what I have and for the people that I have in my life.
Marc, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Final thoughts?
Just what I was saying earlier, there's 22 women that entered. I can only choose one at the end of the day, and the whole process is difficult. I don't want to hurt anyone. I never entered this to do that. I just wanted to meet the right person that's best suited to me.
Great. Thanks a lot, Marc. Appreciate that. All right, so with that, we're going to say goodbye to Marc for now, as we move on to some more discussions with the ladies.